YouTube friends, I'm Kelly. Thank you for coming by. My sister and I are going to start working on this gemstone quilt for our mum pretty soon. So I just wanted to give you sort of the organizational part of it so you know what we're up to for this first video, and then I'll get into it later on after we get more done. Might even film the work day depending on if she's willing to be on camera or not. For now, just stay tuned and see what we're up to. This is the book that my sister and I are going to use to make the gemstone quilt for our mum for her 80th birthday. Here is my extremely rough drawing of kind of how we want it to happen. It will make way more sense when we get going on the patterns, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. This is just for me and my sister to figure out, okay, we need to do this number of blocks in this color, and we want to have this type of gemstone facing. Like that's supposed to be marquise, but I can't draw that long, skinny marquise cut very well. That's supposed to be an oval. You'll get the idea after we get going on it a bit more. The book gives you these worksheets where you can put all your colors of fabric on them, so I just printed off a bunch. We did not get all the fabric we wanted, but this is a few of the ones we did do, and I've noted down the fabric colors. Each gemstone requires 5 different shades of the same color. So these are the colors we are going to use for the 2 aquamarine stones for myself and my sister because we have March birthdays. Here are 5 purplies because my son's birthday is next month in February. My brother-in-law is diamond, so the darkest color that is going to be used is black. I already have a bunch of that in my drawer. My daughter and my nephew are both September. So, oh, there's the, hang on. Yeah, there we go. That shows up weirdly. It's a palish blue. It doesn't look, it looks gray somehow, but it's not. It's fine. The blues will all work. And this is sort of the pinky purplies that we're going to use for my niece because her birthday is in June. Missing a few still, but we couldn't decide exactly what we wanted. All of the pattern pieces for the gemstone blocks are something like this, but obviously different according to the block itself. And that is what you use as your test square depending on the size of block you want and how big you photocopied it. So this particular one is for the oval block, and we photocopied them at 150%. So the small dotted line is going to be the outside of the seam allowance. I got all the sapphire fabrics, all 5 of them washed up. Those are the ones we used. The fabric store didn't have denim, but Blue Jay was a nice in-between color between Bluebell and Regatta, so we're going to go with that. And when I cut them up, I'm going to take a little bit of the selvage and staple it into each of these lines so we know which one's which. It'll just be an easier visual than having it written down. I am going to make 1 oval block just to get my head around how these pattern pieces work. It will wind up something like this, but there won't be this border. My sister and I are going to use the background pieces, obviously, to make the block. See, there's like that corner there. That's all background. But we have a plan of how we want our quilt to look, and we don't need these. Again, this will be more clear as we get going. And we're going to have a work day next week on the 23rd, and then we'll get a bunch of these blocks hopefully made, and maybe even start sewing them together. We'll see how the day goes.